Leading off, the shortstop, Sam Lipke. Batting second at second base, Nate Lasher. Hitting third in center field, Caleb Hageman. Batting fourth at third base, Drew Mitchell. Hitting fifth in right field, Dallas Neals. Hitting sixth, the pitcher, Levi Blaine. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Brian Foster. Foster will bat for the first baseman, Connor Stolsmith. Hitting eighth in left field, Johnny Etherington. And batting ninth, the catcher, Colin Joe Hanningmeyer. Colin Nimrod, 4-2 on the season, was a tough luck loser in his last outing on Tuesday night against Waverly Shellrock. Colin with a 1.50 ERA, opponents hitting 161 against him, 42 innings, 30 hits, 9 earned runs, 11 walks, and 36 strikeouts. Defensively for Decorah, Cole Minks will be in left, Jake Hovden in center, and Austin Bourne right, Tyler Dostal at third, Brett LaRue at short. At second base, Andy Sinkink and Gabe Varney getting the start at first base tonight. Jake Marlowe will miss a couple of games via a disciplinary issue. Caleb Qualley behind the plate and Colin Nimrod on the hill. Some work being done on the pitcher's mound as Nimrod completes his warm-up tosses, and we're about ready to get things underway. A little late tonight. JV game went to Decorah by a 9-0 margin. And Sam Lipke, the shortstop, will lead off for Charles City. Charles City playing its second conference game in as many nights after losing to New Hampton in a rain-out makeup last night, 4-1. Righty-righty matchup to start the game, and the first pitch to Lipke is a fastball high as we get going at 7:42, 1 ball, no strikes. Lipke at .354, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. 1-0 delivery misses low for 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Eklund calling the balls and strikes, and Greg Bodensteiner working the base pass. Our friends in blue tonight. They were in cream in the JV game, in case you care. 2-0 pitch, one hopper right to Dostal at third. He'll pick it up and throw to Varney at first base to retire Lipke. 1 down here in the first inning. 1 down, nobody on for Nate Lasher. Nate at .258, 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 4 RBI. Lasher, right-hand hitter. Nimrod, the right-hand pitcher, throws a curveball that Lasher swings and misses at. It's no balls and 1 strike. Teams concluding the first trip around the conference schedule tonight. These two teams will meet on July 10th. Ground ball towards third and foul. Fielded well by Tyler Downing. Second-year head coach for the Charles City Comets in the third base coaching box. But now it's no balls, 2 strikes on Lasher. No score, just underway here in the first inning. Nimrod ready in the 0-2, offering a fastball grounded towards third. Playing the long hop is Dostal. He winds up and throws to first base to retire Lasher. And a couple of 5-3 putouts have retired the first 2 Comets here in the top of the first inning. 2 down, nobody on for Caleb Hageman. No score here in the first. Hageman at .300, a double, a triple, and 5 RBI. Right-hand hitter. Nimrod's first offering, a ground ball towards third, fielded there by Dostal. He gains his balance and throws over to first base to retire Hageman, and it's a steak dinner inning for Tyler Dostal. He fields all 3 ground balls cleanly, and the Comets go 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. 1/2 inning complete. Charles City nothing. Decorah coming to bat, and the Vikings will bat this way. Leading off the pitcher, Colin Nimrod. Batting second in center field, Jake Hovden. Hitting third, the shortstop, Brett LaRue. Batting fourth in right field, Austin Bohr. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Caleb Qualley. Hitting sixth at first base, Gabe Varney. Hitting seventh at third base, Tyler Dostal. Hitting eighth in left field, Cole Minks. And batting ninth at second base is Andy Sinkink. And that lineup will face senior left-hander Levi Blaine. Blaine 4-1 on the season with a 1.25 ERA. Opponents hitting 146 against him. 28 innings, 15 hits, only 5 earned runs, 13 walks, and 34 strikeouts. He will have this defense behind him. Johnny Etherington in left, Caleb Hageman in center, Dallas Niels in right. Drew Mitchell at third, Sam Lipke at short, Nate Lazar at second, and Connor Stallsmith at first. Colin Johanningmeyer behind the plate, and Levi Blaine on the hill. Comets 10-5, overall 5-3 in conference play to start tonight's action. Comets won 7 of their first 8 games. Since that time, they are 4-4. They've had 3 games this week. Tuesday night, they lost 1-0 to Mason City. Wednesday night, they defeated Owine 15-0. And then they lost last night to New Hampton 5-1. So I said they're playing 2 conference games in a row. They're actually playing 3 conference games in a row. But rain does weird things to a schedule as Nimrod looks at the first pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod at .451 with 9 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 12 RBI. The 1-0 delivery drops low. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Colin Nimrod. Colin had 4 RBI on Wednesday afternoon in the 11-0 victory over North Fayette Valley. 2-0 delivery. Nimrod squares to bunt, pulls it back, and looks at a strike. It's 2-1. Mitchell even with the bag at third. Everybody else playing in standard position defensively. 2-1 delivery. Missed outside on the fastball. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. New Hampton at 8-1 in league play. Waverly Shellrock at 7-1. Charles City is at 5-3. The 3-1 to Nimrod low for ball 4. So Decorah gets its first runner on as Nimrod reaches first. Colin at first. Nobody out for Jake Hubden, hitting .510 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBI. No score here in the first inning. Nimrod with a good lead at first base, held on there by Stallsmith. Hubden squaring to bunt. Takes the pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Mitchell in on the grass now at third. Stallsmith holds the runner on at first. The pause by Blaine, a look towards first. Nimrod takes off, the pitch goes high, the throw down to second base. Colin is in with a head-first slide. Nimrod steals his 5th base of the season. It's now 1-1 on Jake Hubden. So the top 2 men in the order with 11 stolen bases for Decorah. In fact, they have 11 of the 14 that the team has this year. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Nimrod now at second. Blaine in for the sign, comes to the chest-high set, takes 2 looks at second. The left-hander brings it to the right hand, hitting Hubden. Low ball goes away from Johanningmeyer, and up to third goes Nimrod. That ball didn't get too far away from Colin Johanningmeyer at the plate. Just barely carry him to his right, but again, Colin Nimrod being a headsy player, getting a good secondary lead and taking an extra 90 feet when he can. So now a runner at third with nobody out, and a 2-1 count on Hubden. The 2-1 delivery is low for 3 balls, 1 strike. Now the infield up the corners. They'll trade the run for the out up the middle. No score here in the first inning, but the Vikes threatening. Blaine comes set. 3-1 comes to Hubden. A ground ball towards short. Charging there is Lipke. He'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Hubden. Nimrod scores. Vikes draw first blood. Jake Hubden with his team leading 14th RBI of the season. Decorah draws first blood. The batter will be Brett LaRue with 1 out, 1 in, and nobody on. LaRue hitting .545 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 9 RBI. LaRue swings at the first one, fouls one first base side, and out of play. No balls and 1 strike to count on LaRue. Vikes will have 3 conference games next week, 2 of them on the road. 0-1 delivery, sails high for 1 ball, 1 strike. He'll be at New Hampton Monday night, at Crestwood Wednesday night, and back home to take on Owine on Friday night. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 delivery taken on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. Traditionally, Decorah has played Waterloo Columbus between that New Hampton and Crestwood date, but that date got moved back a week and a day due to some schedule adjustments. Columbus will be coming up here this year. The 1-2 delivery taken for strike 3 right at the letters. And that's the second out of the inning. So Blaine, who averages more than a strikeout an inning, gets his first strikeout right there. 2 down, bases empty, 1 in for Austin Bohr. 1-0 Decorah in the bottom of the first inning. Righty-righty matchup. Bohr at 265 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. Blaine brings the first one outside. It is 1 ball and no strikes. A partly cloudy sky above. Temperatures very comfortable to watch high school baseball tonight. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now on Austin Bohr. Nimrod started the inning by walking, stole second, moved to third on a wild pitch, and came home on a ground out by Jake Hovden. 1-1 delivery, Bohr late on the offering from Blaine, swinging and missing, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Blaine trying to get out of the inning with no further damage. Blaine, the left-hander, out of the windup. Gets the target from Joe Hanningmeyer in the pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. One nothing Decorah here in the bottom of the first inning, just underway. From Olensack Field here in Decorah, the 1-2 delivery swung on, driven left center field and deep. Retreating is Johnny Etherington, and that one's going to be at the base of the fence in left center field. Bohr will stand at second with a 2-out double. Second double of the season for Austin Bohr, and perhaps his hardest hit ball of the season right there. He looked foolish in the first 3 pitches of the at-bat, stayed alive on a 1-2 pitch and got one he liked and hammered it to keep the inning going. Runner at second, 2 down, 1 in. Caleb Qualley is hitting .280 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. Timely hitting was there on Wednesday afternoon. 7 of the 11 runs Decorah scored were with 2 outs. And Qualley will try to continue that trend here as he looks at the first one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bohr a lead at second. Blaine comes to the chest-high set, takes 2 looks at second base, and the 1-0 to Qualley is a little bit low for 2 balls and no strikes. Righty-righty matchup. The pause by Blaine, 2 looks back at second. Now a 3rd look out of the pause, and the 2-0 is a fastball right down the middle for a strike. It's 2-1 now. Bohr's double was the first hit of the inning as Decorah manufactured their first run without the benefit of a base hit. 2 balls, 1 strike. Blaine set and the 2-1. Ground ball towards the left side, fielded at short by Lipke. He'll throw on to first base to retire Qualley and the side here in the first inning. Vikes get 1 run on 1 hit and leave a runner. We're an inning complete. It's Decorah leading 1-0. One nothing Decorah, top of the second inning, middle third of the order for Charles City with Drew Mitchell, Dallas Neals, and Levi Blaine. Colin Nimrod got 3 ground outs consecutively in the first inning, all going to third base, and Tyler Dostal. Drew Mitchell is hitting .349 with the double, no triples, no home runs, and 10 RBI. Mitchell swings and misses at a curve from Nimrod to start the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Collin kicks and deals, and the 0-1 delivery, a curveball grounded to the left side again, fielded at short by LaRue. Lobs it over to Varney at first base, and 4 groundouts have retired the first 4 batters for Charles City. All going to the left side of the infield.
28, Dallas Neals.
1 down, nobody on. 1-0 Decorah. Dallas Neals the batter. 20 for 40 on the season. Right-hand hitter, and a curveball hits him in the helmet softly. So Neals becomes the first base runner for Charles City. Neals at first with 1 down, and the pitcher Levi Blaine will try to help himself out. The left-hand hitter is a .229 batter with 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBIs, and a move to first base sends Neals back to the bag. Neals is 7 for 9 in the steal department this year. And running is something the Comets do a lot. The pitch, ground ball towards the left side, fielded at short by LaRue, who'll go to second, and the throw high. It's off the glove of Sinking, but a very catchable ball. A hit by a pitch and an error puts runners at first and second with 1 down for Decorah. Wasn't a perfect throw, but it was in the glove of Andy, and he's got to make that play. Neals at second, Blaine at first, 1 down, and Brian Foster will stand in. He's a .206 hitter. He does have a home run and 5 RBI. Neals at second, Blaine at first. Varney plays behind him over there. Nimrod comes to the pause, and the pitch is a curveball on the inside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. A run, a hit, and an error for Decorah. Nothing across yet for Charles City. Nimrod gets the sign from Qualley, comes to the set, chest high set, and the pitch outside, and Qualley failed on the backhand attempt to stop it. It goes back to the screen, so the runners will move up 90 feet. Neals at third and Blaine at second. A 1-1 count to number 1, Brian Foster. Nimrod working out of the windup, and the pitch, curveball low and away. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Nimrod out of the windup, the 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss at a breaking ball. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the right-hand hitting designated hitter of the Comets. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. A bit of a delayed call by the home plate umpire Ryan Eklund, but he rings up Foster for the second out of the inning, and Nimrod gets his first strikeout. Neals at third, Blaine at second, Johnny Etherington the batter. Right-hand hitter hitting .281, no extra base hits, and 10 RBI. The pitch swung out and missed at a curve. It's 0-1. So Nimrod trying to pitch out of the mess that he partially helped create with the hit by pitch. 1-0 Decorah, top of the second inning. 0-1 delivery, fastball swung on, fly ball left center field. It carries a bit, but retreating is Jay Covington. He will make a 2-handed catch in deep left center, and the side is out here in the second inning. A hit by a pitch, an error, and 2 left. 1.5 complete, 1-0 Decorah. Nice night for baseball here in Decorah. It's a 1-0 lead for the Vikings. They score manufacturing a run in the first inning, a leadoff walk to Nimrod. He stole second, he moved to third on a wild pitch, and he got home on a ground out by Jay Covington. Vikes gave themselves some trouble in the second inning, but a strikeout and a flyout got Decorah out of a second and third one-out situation defensively. Gabe Varney, Tyler Dostal, and Cole Minks here in the bottom of the second inning for Decorah. Varney getting the start at first base tonight. The left-hand hitter is hitting .313 with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. Lefty-lefty matchup. Blaine's first offering of the second inning is looked at for a strike. It's 0-1. One delivery or 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul back our way here on the first base side. Elliot Christian just getting out from under the counter. I did not know that man was that flexible over there, but he trains quicker than you think. Here's a swinging bunt up the first base side, fielded by Blaine right along the foul line. He'll throw to first base and Stolsmith for the out. So Varney retired to start things here in the bottom of the second inning. And the batter will be
stepping up, Tyler Dostal.
Tyler Dostal. Dostal at 167. With no extra base hits and 4 RBI. Swinging a foul, right side, not a play. It is no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery, curveball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2 now. Blaine has been a tough competitor this year. A 1.25 ERA and only 1 loss on the season. The 0-2 delivery swinging a foul at the plate. So it's probably, when you really get down to it, good that the Vikings were able to draw first blood against a guy that barely gives up over 1 earned run a game. Better to play from ahead than from behind against a guy like this. Fastball at the letters, taken for strike 3. And that is the second strikeout for Levi Blaine. 2 down, nobody on. Cole Minks stands in for Decorah.
Left fielder Cole Minks.
Minks, who usually starts in left field but gets hit for, getting an opportunity to swing it tonight. He is 1 for 5. With 2 RBI. First pitch to Minksy, inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah, and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson from Olensack Field here in Decorah tonight. A 1-0 lead for the Vikings here in the bottom of the second inning. Minks hits one down the right field line. That'll land for a base hit. Minks with a turn at first base. He'll put the brakes on there. He'll get Decorah's second base hit of the night. Good job going the other way on the breaking ball from Blaine.
Number 9 hitter,
and Andy Sinkink will be the batter. 241, a double, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. 1-2-1 for the Vikings. Nothing across yet for the Comets as Blaine moves to first base and Minks back to the bag diving. The pause and the pitch. Fastball up to Andy at 241 hitter. A double, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. Blaine comes set. 2 looks over at first out of the set. And the 1-0 is taken low for 2 balls and no strikes on Sinkink. Decorah has gotten 2 out hits in both of the frames. The 2-0 delivery taking all the way with Sinkink, and he takes for strike 1. Decorah proceeds at 2 balls and 1 strike. Short lead at first base by Minks. The pause by Blaine. A long look over there. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That actually hit the light pole on the first base side and caroms back into the field of play. Fortunately, didn't hit anybody. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Deuce is wild on the number 9 hitter in the Decorah lineup. Makes a short lead at first base and a move over to first base will send Minks back in diving. Blaine, being a left-hander, can have the natural deception with the move to first base. In fact, a pitch prior to that, Minks was diving back to first base as Blaine came to the plate with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another move to first base and Minks back in diving once again. Two and 2 the count. Long pause by Blaine, and the 2-2 to Sinkink is high for 3 balls, 2 strikes now. So Minks will be moving at first base. So 1-0 lead for Decorah here in the bottom of the second inning. Blaine comes set. Minks takes off. Sinkink swings and fouls it right side, not a play. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blaine with the pause and the pitch. Inside corner, strike 3 called. 1 hit, 1 left, 2 innings complete. It is Decorah leading by a 1-0 margin. 1-0 Decorah. Top of the 3rd inning we go. Colin Johanningmeyer, Sam Lipke, and Nate Lasher to face Colin Nimrod, who threw 2, has struck out 1, hit 1. And allowed another man to reach on an error. Decorah got their run in the bottom of the 1st inning. Colin walked.
Top half of the 3rd for the Comets. Colin Johanningmeyer.
Stolled second. A wild pitch advanced him to 3rd. And he scored on a Jake Hovden RBI groundout. Colin Johanningmeyer is 1 for 12 on the season. It's a little number up the first base side. Nimrod will field and apply a 2-handed tag on Johanningmeyer. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd inning. So 1 down, nobody on. And Sam Lipke will start things, or start the 2nd trip around the batting order for Charles City. He grounded to 3rd in the 1st. One nothing Decorah here in the top of the 3rd. Lipke takes a curve that he ducked out of the way of, but it lands right down the middle for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 delivery from Nimrod. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was only the 21st pitch from Collins, so he's being very economical with the offerings. Early on, the 1-1 delivery, curveball swung on and missed as Lipke was off the back foot. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both these teams trying to win their 11th overall game on the season. The 1-2 delivery, curveball looped out into left field, and a lunging attempt is unsuccessful by LaRue. It lands in left for a base hit. Nice effort by Brett LaRue, who backpedaled, leaped. The ball hit his glove, but it popped out. So it'll be a base hit for Sam Lipke. 1 on, 1 out for Nate Lasher, who grounded to 3rd his first time up. 1-0 Decorah here in the top of the third inning. A move to first base will send Lipke back to the bag. Lipke leads the Comets in stolen bases and attempts. He is 10 for 11 on the season. So far in the first 15 games of the season, as Lazure swings and misses at the first offering from Nimrod, no balls and 1 strike. Charles City averaging 4 stolen base attempts per game. They are 48 of 59 on the season. Haven't attempted one yet tonight. Squaring to bunt is Lazure, and he bunts up the first base side foul. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see if a bunt is kept on in this situation, or do you steal Lipke? The only potential risk in that is the potential of a strike him out, throw him out, double play. But Lipke is 10 for 11 in the stolen base column. He goes, the pitch swung on and missed. Quality's throw down to second base, not in time. There's 2 outs in the inning, and Lipke steals his 11th base of the season. Lazure eliminated on 3 pitches. Runner at second. 2 down for Caleb Hageman. Hageman grounded to third in the first, 0 for 1. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander, Nimrod, and a 1-0 Decorah lead here in the third. Hageman tried to check his swing on a curveball and didn't do it in the mind of the home plate umpire, Ryan Eklund. 1 strike to nothing. Lipke a lead at second base. Nimrod in for the sign from Qualley, comes set, and the pitch missed on a breaking ball. Runner goes, throw down to third base, not in time. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Lipke had a little bit of an awkward tag at third base. He did beat the throw, and the magnetic base came off a little bit, so 1 ball, 1 strike on Hageman. That ball barely got away from Qualley to his right. And heads up base running by Lipke to take the extra 90 feet. 1-1 delivery, taken at the letters for a strike, and it's 1-2. That was a hanging breaking ball, and Hageman kind of shaking his head, saying I should have whacked that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nimrod trying to work his way out of the inning, and the pitch swung on and missed at a breaking ball down and in. Collin now with 3 strikeouts, 1 hit, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Decorah. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the order here in the bottom of the third inning. As part of the order got Decorah its run in the first. Nimrod a walk, a stolen base, a wild pitch got him to the third, and Jake Hovden's RBI groundout got him home. Hovden leads the team in RBI with 14 on the season. Collin Nimrod walked, stole the base, and scored in the first inning. Collin now with 5 stolen bases on the campaign. Hovden leads the squad with 6. Nimrod from the right-hand side of the plate against the left-hander Blaine, who's given up 2 hits and 1 run through 2. First pitch outside to Collin, 1 ball, no strikes. Collin doing good on the average end of things this year at 451 as Nimrod bunts up the third base side. Blaine will field. He'll throw to first base, and he'll get Nimrod by a step. Nice idea that time by Nimrod, knowing that Mitchell was playing back at third. But a solid defensive play by Levi Blaine eliminates Collin for the first out here in the third inning. And the batter will be Jake Hovden, who had an RBI ground out in the first, 0 for 1. What I was about to refer to is the on-base percentage of the top 2 guys in the order. The pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod coming into tonight, getting on base at a .582 clip. Jake Hovden getting on base at a 5:45 clip. 1-0 delivery, curveball low. 2 balls, no strikes, and you can even extend that to Brett LaRue, whose on-base percentage is tops on the squad at 643. So can't ask for too much more than that out of your top 3 hitters. Hovden tried to wait back on a curve and swung and missed. It's 2-1 now on Jake Hovden. 1-0 Decorah here in the third. Blaine ready at the 2-1 fastball on the inside edge for a strike. Jake with a look as if he just tasted some outdated milk on his face on that call. The 2-2 delivery hit towards the right side. To his left, the second baseman Lazar, who'll pick it up and throw to first base, and on a bang-bang play, Hovden retired for the second out here in the third inning. Two down, nobody on for Brett LaRue. LaRue struck out looking in the first, 0 for 1. Decorah leads 1-0 here in the third. 1-2-1 for Decorah, 0-1-0 for Charles City. Breaking ball for a strike from Blaine. It's no balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 in the pitch. Another breaking ball outside edge for a strike. It is no balls and 2 strikes now on Brett LaRue. Blaine looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. The 0-2 delivery, a breaking ball sails outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One and 2 the count. Kicking and dealing is Blaine, and the pitch grounded towards the first base side. Lazar picks it up at second. He'll throw on to first base to retire LaRue, and that's that for the third inning. 3 up, 3 down, 1-0 Decorah after 3. Good game, though, thus far here in Decorah. A 1-0 lead for Decorah starting the top of the fourth inning. Drew Mitchell grounded to short in the second, 0 for 1. Mitchell looks at the pitch away from Nimrod. 1 ball, no strikes. Colin Nimrod has given up 1 hit through his 3 innings. A curveball is fouled, third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He has struck out 3. He has hit 1. He has walked to nobody. And he has scored the only run for Decorah, walking in the first, stealing second. Wild pitch got him to 30, and he came home on Jake Hovden's RBI groundout. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Drew Mitchell. Nobody on, nobody out here in the fourth inning. The pitch, swinging a foul at the plate. One-two delivery, ground ball left side, backhand stop at short by LaRue. He'll fire across the diamond to retire Mitchell. 1 down here in the fourth inning. 1-2-1 for Decorah, 0-1-0 for Charles City. Dallas Neals was hit by a pitch his first time. He was the game's first base runner and was stranded at third in the second. First pitch out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod just cruising right now. The 1-0 delivery, inside corner, taken for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One delivery, swung on, looper towards right center field. That'll land between Sinkink at second and Boren right for a base hit. So Niels goes the other way on the 1-1 pitch and gets a 1-out single in the fourth. 1 on, 1 out, fourth inning, 1-0. Decorah leads Charles City. Levi Blaine reached on an error his first time up. First pitch to Blaine, swinging a foul up the first base side. It is no balls and 1 strike. Blaine, the left-hand hitter, against the right-hander Nimrod. And Neal started to take his lead off before Nimrod was on the rubber, so Collin threw over to first base to keep him honest. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 delivery is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, count on Levi Blaine. Comets have only attempted 1 stolen base thus far. 1-1, runner goes, pitch swung on and missed, throw down to second base. Nobody covered the bag, and the 1-hop throw is stopped by a lunging Brett LaRue before going into center field. Dallas Niels with his 8th stolen base on the season. It's 1-2 now on Levi Blaine, but now he will bat with a runner in scoring position. Nimrod with the pause, a look back at second, the 1-2 bunted foul. And the batter will be out as Blaine tried to push bunt it up the third base side. And he fouled it off, so Nimrod will be awarded a strikeout, which will be his 4th of the ballgame. Runner at second, 2 down. Brian Foster struck out looking his first time up. 1-0 Decorah here in the top of the 4th inning.
Brian Foster.
A lead at second by Niels. First pitch low from Nimrod. Was able to be stopped by Qualley to prevent runner advancement. 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 the count. Nimrod in for the sign from his catcher Qualley. He'll come set. Take 2 looks at second base out of the chest high set, and the pitch swung on, popped up left field. Late break from Minks towards the line, medium depth. He will make the catch, and that's that for the 4th inning. 1 hit and 1 left, halfway home with Northeast Iowa Conference baseball on a Friday night. Decorah leading 1-0. For Qualley and Varney in the bottom of the 4th inning for Decorah. Levi Blaine has settled down and really hasn't been in too much trouble outside of a leadoff walk to Colin Nimrod, which has been his only walk of the game and the only run of the game. The first pitch to Austin Bohr outside, 1 ball, no strikes. He has struck out 3, walked 1, given up 2 hits through 3. Blaine looking for his 5th win this season on the hill. The 1-0 delivery, chopper up the middle, angling to his left is Lipke at short, making the ground ball pickup in front of the second base bag, and he throws on to first to retire Bohr on an above-average high school play. 1 down, nobody on, and Caleb Qualley, the batter. He grounded to short in the first, 0 for 1. First pitch of the game for Levi Blaine. Goes outside to Qualley, 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitcher's duel with only 4 hits total as we play the bottom of the 4th. The pitch inside corner, taken for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One delivery. Curveball low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Blaine kicks and deals the 2-1, offering a ground ball to the right side. Fielding the long hop is Connor Stallsmith at first. Gives an underhand toss to Levi Blaine, the pitcher covering the bag for the second out here in the 4th.
box, Gabe Burney.
Two down, nobody on. Gabe Varney bounced back to Blaine his first time up. Retired on a swinging bunt up the first base side. First pitch inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah has only had 3 base runners. Blaine has retired 11 of the 14 he has faced, but one of them came home. Pitch outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. One and one with 2 outs here in the 4th. The pitch, curveball, low and outside for 2 balls, 1 strike. The hits in the game for Decorah: a Bohr 2-out double in the first, a Minks 2-out single in the second. Since that Minks hit, Blaine has retired 6 in a row as the pitch goes outside to Varney to make it a 3 ball and 1 strike count. Three, 1, and Blaine brings it. Outside for ball 4, second walk for Blaine. The other one was Nimrod to start the game, which resulted in the game's only run. 2 down, runner at first. Tyler Dastel struck out looking his first time up. Right-hand hitter against the left-hander Blaine. Blaine to a pause, and the pitch, swinging a foul back. No balls, 1 strike on Dastel. Base runners have been at a premium both sides. Each team has only had 4 base runners in this game, as that one hit on a looping liner towards first, but it falls into the glove of Connor Stallsmith, and the side is out here in the 4th inning. A walk and a runner left. We head to the 5th. It is a Decorah lead of 1-0. One nothing Decorah, top half the 5th inning. Colin Nimrod has thrown 45 pitches to this point. He's given up 2 hits, no walks. He's hit a man, and he has struck out 4. He will face hitters 8, 9, and 1 in the top half of the 5th inning. Johnny Etherington flew out to center, and Jake Hubden his first time up. Each team with 2 hits. Decorah with the lone error.
Top of the 5th for Charles City. 8, 9,
Decorah leading the stat that counts by a 1-0 margin. Etherington swings and misses at a curveball. It is no balls and 1 strike. Collin was a tough luck loser against Waverly in the 2-1 loss Tuesday night. Ground ball towards third, fielded right at the bag by Dastel. He'll wind up and throw to first base. Caught above the head, one-handed at first base by Gabe Varney. And there's 1 down here in the inning.
Next, Colin Johanningsmeyer.
4th chance that Dastel has fielded cleanly tonight. And Colin Johanningsmeyer will stand in. He grounded out 1 unassisted in the 3rd. He swings late at a Colin Nimrod breaking ball. It's no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 with 1 down. Nimrod delivers another curve, another swing and a miss. And no balls and 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter in the Comet lineup. Comet's a team with 12 seniors out for baseball this year. 0-2 delivery, swinging a foul back. That right there was the 50th pitch only of the game for Colin Nimrod. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Nimrod ready, and the 0-2 delivery swung on a looper towards second, fielded on 2 hops by Sinking. He'll have to hurry, throw to first base, and they got him by a step. Sinking was Caught in between land that time. If he charges too much, he overruns the ball. He decides to play back. The danger in that situation is potentially waiting too long and allowing the runner to reach. But he picked it up in time and got the catcher for the Comets by a step. 2 down, nobody on for Sam Lipke, who is 1 for 2. He'll look at the first one on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Lipke grounded to third in the first, single to left in the third. The other hit was a Dallas Niels 1-out single in the fourth inning. Pitch swung on and missed, curveball outside edge. Lipke went fishing without any bait, and it's 0-2. Action in the Comet bullpen down the line. The 0-2 delivery swung on and a fly ball out to right center field. Long run for Jake Upton, but he'll run it down in right center. And that's that for the fifth inning. 3 up, 3 down, stretch time in Decorah. Vikings lead it by a 1-0 margin. A run in the first inning has held up to this point. Decorah leading it 1-0. Each team with 2 hits. Vikes with the only error of the game. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due for Decorah here in the fifth. Cole Minks, Andy Sinkink, and then the top of the order in Colin Nimrod. Minks singled to right his first time up, one of only 2 hits that Blaine has given up through 4. Minks grounds one to the right side, picked up at second by Lazure on to first base to retire Minks 1 down in inning number 5. Andy Sinkink struck out looking his first time up in the second. Colin Nimrod walked to lead off the game, stole second, wild pitch got him to third, and he got home on an RBI ground out by Jake Upton. That's the only tally in the game to this point as Andy Sinkink bats from the right-hand side. First pitch to Sinkink take in low, 1 ball, no strikes. You had the feeling statistically this could be a pitcher's duel, and it has been to this point in the game. Pitch at the letters for a strike. It's 1-1. Blaine came in with a 1.25 ERA. Nimrod came in with a 1.50 ERA. Neither man has disappointed. Curveball at the letters for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1-2 now on Andy with Nimrod on deck. The 1-2 delivery just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blaine steps to the rubber. Likes his sign from Joe Hanningmeyer. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. That's the 4th strikeout for Levi Blaine. 2 down in the inning. Blaine came in averaging over a strikeout per inning. So Decorah has done an okay job putting the ball in play against him. But the Comet defenders have made the plays. And Colin Nimrod will bat, walked and scored in the first. Tried to bunt his way on, but was retired on a nice play by the pitcher, Levi Blaine, in the third. First offering in this at-bat, taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. A single tally in the first has held up. The 1-0 delivery is low, 2 balls, no strikes. Again, there is some action down in the bullpen for Charles City. In case Blaine would get into trouble, but he's barely been in trouble at all tonight. 2-0 with 2 down. Pitch outside, 3 balls, no strikes now on Nimrod. Colin getting on base on a .552 clip this season. The 3-0 delivery, Colin with the take sign, and he'll take one at the knees for a strike. We proceed at 3-1. Three-1 delivery. Inside corner for a strike. It's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. 3-2 pitch taken low for ball 4. Blaine walks his 3rd man. That's something he hasn't done a ton of this year. Coming in 28 innings, he had walked 13 batters, rather. And Tyler Downing will come out of the dugout to talk to Levi Blaine. We briefly mentioned it last inning. 12 seniors out for Charles City. And anytime that happens, I'll give A, those kids most importantly, and B, the program a lot of props. It's getting to be, perhaps for some, an easy choice not to play baseball after your career is concluded academically, but any senior that stays out for a summer sport, I'll give them a tip of the hat with a lot of pressure that's put on them through various people and methods as the pitch goes high to Hubden. 1 ball, no strikes. It might be an arrogant stance, but I think Iowa does it best and the rest of the country does it wrong. Ground ball toward short. Charging there is Lipke. He'll pick it up, throw quick to first base to retire Hubden. And that's that for the 5th inning. A walk and a man left. We are 5 innings complete. Good one in Decorah tonight. 1-0 Vikings. One run, 2 hits, 1 error Decorah. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, Charles City. Colin Nimrod once again throwing well. He's given up 2 hits, he's hit 1, he's struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody. And with the exception of 1 blemish, his team has played good defense behind him. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 for the Comets here in the 6th. Nate Lasher, Caleb Hageman, and Drew Mitchell. As part of the order, a combined 0 for 6. Lasher grounded to 3rd in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Nimrod has retired the leadoff batter in all of the 5 innings thus far. Ground ball to 3rd on 2 hops to Dostal. He'll throw across the diamond, and a nice stretch at first base by Gabe Barney retires Lasher. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. So make that 6 innings in a row that Colin has retired the leadoff batter. 1 down, nobody on, and Caleb Hageman for Charles City. Grounded to 3rd in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd. And the first pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Charles City's best scoring chance was in the 2nd. With 1 out, Niels was hit by a pitch. Blaine reached on an error. Pitch outside corner for a strike, 1-1. A wild pitch got both runners to 2nd and 3rd, but Nimrod struck out Foster and got Etherington to fly out to end at that threat. Curveball taken for a strike, inside edge to the right hand hitting Hageman. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 down, 6th inning, 1-0 Decorah. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul back, tried the fastball eye high, and Hageman fouled it straight back and out of play. One-two. Chopper towards 3rd and foul off the fencing in front of the Decorah 3rd base dugout. Nimrod will try again at 1-2 to Hageman. Here it is. Pitch swung on, popped up. Foul territory, 3rd base side. Nimrod coming over, yields to Dostal. Dostal drops the ball in front of the Decorah dugout. And new life for Hageman. Nimrod was calling. And Coach Olenzak basically telling Colin, if you're going to take control, you better take control. 7th pitch of the at-bat, 1-2, swinging a foul back. So we'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes on Caleb Hageman. The fifth 1-2 pitch of the at-bat is taken high and outside, so a good battle between a couple of good seniors here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 from Nimrod. Swung on and missed that pitch into the dirt. It caroms to the left of Qualley. He picks it up, throws to first base. Nice stretch by Varney to record the putout. The throw was on the second base side of first. It appeared that Varney kept perhaps the little toe on the white bag up the first base line. And that's 5 strikeouts for Nimrod as Drew Mitchell stands in and takes the pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. So the 9-pitch at bat, the battle won by Nimrod. Pitch outside to Mitchell, 2 balls and no strikes to count. (2-0) from Cowan, swinging a foul. Third base side. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. We're in the 6th, 1-0 Decorah. 2-1 delivery, dropped in low for 3 balls and 1 strike. Just to prove how efficient Collin has been, this is the first 3-ball count of the night for him. 1 hopper right back to Nimrod. He'll run towards first and give Varney an underhand toss to retire Mitchell in the side here in the 6th inning. Another 1-2-3 defensive inning for the Vikings. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Decorah leads it by a 1-0 margin. 3, 4, and 5 for Decorah, looking for some insurance. They lead it 1-0. Nimrod walked to start the bottom of the 1st. Stoled 2nd. Wild pitch moved him to 3rd. Ground out from Jake Hovden got him home. 1-0 Decorah. Been a good baseball game tonight here in Decorah. Levi Blaine has thrown well, but he's been out-dueled by Colin Nimrod to this point in the game as LaRue looks at a strike, 0-1. LaRue struck out looking in the 1st, grounded to 2nd in the 3rd, 0 for 2. The left-hander Blaine brings it, and a curveball is swung on and fouled at the plate. Pitch number 77 coming up from Levi Blaine. Curveball just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nimrod has only thrown 68 pitches through 6. 4 and Qualley to follow here in the 6th inning. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. LaRue strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. That's the 5th strikeout for Levi Blaine. 1 down, nobody on. Blaine has retired the first batter in the inning.
Number 4 hitter.
In 5 of the 6 frames. Austin Bohr is 1 for 2. First pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bohr doubled to left in the 1st, grounded to short in the 4th inning. We mentioned LaRue striking out twice. He had only struck out 2 times previous on the season before tonight. 0-1 delivery taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. The Comets will have hitters 5, 6, and 7 due in the 7th inning. Dallas Neals, Levi Blaine, and Brian Foster. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung on and missed at a curveball down and in. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Bohr with Qualley to follow. Bohr and Minks with the only hits off of Levi Blaine. A Minks 2-out single back in the 2nd was Decorah's last hit. They've had 2 walks since that time. 1-2 hammered towards center field, and a sliding grab is going to be made out in center by Caleb Hageman for the 2nd out of the inning. A well-hit ball by Austin Bohr, but Hageman made a sliding one-handed catch, glove to his left side for the 2nd out of the frame.
Next, Caleb Qualley.
Bohr has had the two best swings off of Blaine tonight. That one and his double back in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on for Caleb Qualley, who's 0 for 2. Pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Decorah, bottom of the 6th inning. Qualley rounded to short in the first, rounded to first in the 4th. 1-0 delivery, swung on a chopper up the middle. Lipke makes the play at short, bobbles a bit, throws to first base. Qualley beats it out. Lipke made a good effort in trying to get to that ball, but in the transfer between glove hand and throwing hand, he bobbled it a bit, and that allowed Qualley to reach. Cam Korsnes will get his courtesy at first base, and Gabe Varney will look to keep the inning going. Varney routed to the pitcher in the second and walked in the 4th. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch swung on and missed by Gabe. No balls and 1 strike. The Varney 2-out walk in the 4th. The Nimrod 2-out walk in the 5th. Qualley reaching on a 2-out error in the 6th to have been the only base runner since the 2nd for Decorah. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul straight back on the third base side and out of play over our heads. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Again, the Comets will have Niels, Blaine, and Foster. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 due in the 7th inning. Decorah leads it 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The 0-2 delivery, curveball taken for strike 3. And it's dropped by the catcher, Joe Hanningmeyer, and he throws to first base over the head of Stallsmith. That'll allow Varney to reach, and moving to third on the play is Cam Korsnes. So a couple of defensive miscues will give Decorah an opportunity to extend its lead here in the 6th. So Varney strikes out. The ball was dropped by Joe Hanningmeyer. Varney started to head back to the third base dugout. When the ball was dropped, he hustled down to first. Joe Hanningmeyer had way more time than he apparently thought, and that hurried throw caused the error and put runners at first and third for Tyler Dostal. Struck out looking in the 2nd, line to first in the 4th. Blaine tries the fake to third, fake to first move to see if anything's up on the base pass for Decorah. The pause by Blaine. A look around the base pass. The pitch to Dostal is a strike. And it's 0-1. Varney off of first. Korsnes down the line from third. Blaine comes set. The 0-1 delivery. A chopper to the right side. Charging at second is Lasher. He'll throw on to first base to retire Dostal, and the side is out here in the 6th inning. 2 errors, 2 runners left. Vikes will try to close it out. Next, they lead at 1-0. Dallas Niels, Levi Blaine, Brian Foster in the 7th for Charles City to face Colin Nimrod, working on a 2-hit shutout. Decorah leads at 1-0. Nimrod's first pitch to Niels is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Niels hit by a pitch in the 2nd, single to right in the 4th. Ground ball right side, fielded at second by Sinkink. He knocks it down, throws to first base, and gets his man by a step. 1 away here in the 7th inning. Probably a little too much adventure in that one, but nonetheless, Sinkink gets the job done. 1 down here in the 7th inning. And since that Neal single back in the 4th, Nimrod has now retired 9 men in a row. Levi Blaine, the batter, reached on an error in the 2nd. Struck out trying to bunt his way on in the 4th. He tries to bunt again, and he bunts through the offering from Nimrod. No balls and 1 strike. Both these teams are 1-1 in 1-run games this year. The 0-1 delivery inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah has defeated Crestwood 3-2 and lost to Owine 4-3. The Comets opened up winning at Clear Lake 2-1. They lost at Mason City earlier this week 1-0. Ground ball to the left side, fielded at short by LaRue. He'll throw on to first base, and beating it out is Levi Blaine. LaRue chose to play the long hop and give Blaine credit for hustling down the line. And a courtesy runner at first base for the Comets.
Got a number? I didn't get it.
A runner at first, 1 down, and here's a one-hopper right back to Nimrod. He'll go to second for the first out, and a throw to first base is not in time as Foster hit into a fielder's choice. Sinking took the throw at second base. 1-4 on the put out, and then there's 2 down now in the 7th inning, and Johnny Etherington will be the due hitter for Charles City.
Coming up 27, Johnny Etherington.
Etherington flew out to center in the 2nd inning and grounded to 3rd in the 5th. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. Comets actually out hitting Decorah 3-2. Pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod now working on a 3-hitter. He has struck out 5. He hasn't walked anybody. Pitch number 76 coming from Collins. Swinging a foul 3rd base side. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Etherington. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDC Decorah and KDCRadio.com. Darren Swenson from Olensack Field tonight. Decorah leading Charles City 1-0. 2 down, runner at first here in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch from Nimrod. A curve for a strike, and it's 1-2. A lead at first by Foster. Nimrod comes set. The 1-2 delivery taken low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A single tally in the 1st inning has held up to this point. Nimrod walked in the 1st, stole 2nd. Wild pitch got him to 3rd, and he came home on Jake Covden's RBI groundout. Deuces Wild, the pitch, ground ball right side. Charging is Sinking. He picks it up, he throws to 1st, and that's a Viking victory. Decorah with a 1-0 win over Charles City as Colin Nimrod throws a 3-hit shutout, walking nobody and striking out 5. Back with the totals after this.